Imagine a marathon summit. The room is filled with CEOs and industry leaders, yet after 3 hours of presentations, the audience is completely checked out. Then, a marine biologist steps up to talk about water pollution, a topic almost nobody in the room specifically came to hear. Within minutes, the entire room is captivated. While the high-level executives struggled to hold attention despite their massive teams and professional standing, the biologist has everyone leaning forward. One speaker created an impact, while the others were simply ignored. Deep technical knowledge is often treated as a complete skill set. In reality, it is only a foundation. If you cannot package your thoughts into an effective delivery, your expertise remains dormant and your ideas go unheard. This chart shows the shifting priorities of the modern economy. As artificial intelligence automates data analysis and technical execution, the baseline value of those skills is dropping. In their place, human influence, the ability to lead, persuade, and connect, has become the ultimate premium. Communication is a set of engineered mechanics rather than a genetic gift. Mastering these tools is the primary way to ensure you remain indispensable in a changing world. Influence is a product of measurable physical cues. To understand why a room listens, we have to examine the specific metrics of how humans process a speaker's presence. This schematic illustrates Dr. Albert Mehrabian's 7-38-55 rule. When you speak, your actual words only account for 7% of your impact. The tonality of your voice makes up 38%. The largest portion, a full 55%, is determined by your body language. You command that 55% by claiming physical space. When you shrink your posture, your brain signals insecurity. By adopting an open, expansive stance, known as power posing, you trigger a physiological shift that increases your own confidence before you even open your mouth. You can build a deeper connection using the triangle method for eye contact. Instead of staring, which can feel aggressive, you trace an imaginary path between the listener's eyes and their mouth. This creates a sense of engagement while keeping the interaction comfortable. Finally, use the power of the pause. While nervous speakers rush to fill the silence, leaders use it to project authority. A brief, well-timed silence forces the audience to snap to attention, waiting for your next word. Mastering these nonverbal cues allows you to establish a dominant presence immediately. It ensures that when you finally present your argument, the audience is already primed to trust the messenger. Physical presence provides the foundation, but high-pressure conversations often trigger a stress response. This can cause your thoughts to scramble and your mind to go blank when you need it most. To stay focused, you need a verbal architecture. The PrEP framework is a structural blueprint for constructing logical arguments in real time. It consists of 4 interlocking blocks: point, reason, example, and point. If you're in an interview and asked why you should be hired, you start by stating your point. I am the right fit for this role. You immediately lock in a reason. Because I have the technical skills required and a history of delivering under pressure. You then ground that logic with a specific example. In my last project, we faced a tight deadline, but I worked the extra hours needed to finish 2 days early. This validates your previous claim with tangible evidence. Finally, you close the circuit by reiterating your point. That ability to deliver is why I believe I can add immediate value to this company. Returning to your starting point leverages the recency effect. This is a cognitive bias where the human brain inherently prioritizes the last piece of information it hears. By looping back to your core thesis, you satisfy this mental shortcut. You leave the listener with an impression of total clarity and resolute confidence, even in an impromptu conversation. The final layer of communication is calibration. We often have a distorted perception of our own delivery, as the internal acoustics of our own voice can mask the very fumbles that distract our listeners. To fix this, you must record yourself speaking. Crucially, you must do this by turning the phone around and using the back camera. If you use the front-facing screen, you will unconsciously start acting for your own reflection, rather than focusing on your delivery.
This process utilizes a mechanism called self-monitoring. When you visually audit your own delivery, you engage a feedback loop that allows the brain to identify and correct errors much faster than it would through simple rehearsal or external advice. The first time you watch yourself, you will likely feel a sense of friction or cringe. Do not delete the footage. That discomfort is the physical sensation of your brain recognizing gaps in your performance and beginning to bridge them. Start a 7-day challenge. Speak into the back of your phone camera for just 2 minutes every day and then review the results. This daily calibration is what breaks the lock of hesitation and sharpens your verbal clarity. This is the exact investment strategy emphasized by Warren Buffett. He maintains that sharpening communication skills immediately increases your professional value by 50%. Implementing these mechanics allows your technical expertise to finally reach its full potential. When you master the protocols of delivery, you ensure that your talent is never the bottleneck to your own success.